Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And it's kind of a special episode this time because for the first time ever I have received my first ever cider mail. Firstly, I'd love to say a big thank you to the guy that sent it. His username is jhiggin900 on YouTube, so seriously, really big thanks to you, mate. I really appreciate this. First time that anyone sent me any cider through the post, so I've got the package here, as you can see. There you go. Apparently it's 2 cans of the same cider, but I have no idea what cider it's going to be. He says he's got a little corner shop near him, and it does very many weird and wonderful ciders, and he just happened to see this one, and he's very kindly sent it to me for me to review. So yeah, once again, cheers mate, I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's waste no more time. I'm going to go and get into this box. As you can see, I've got my trusty scissors here, because I don't, I don't really want to use a knife or anything, just in case. It seems to have come in all safe and sound. It's been, as you can see, it's been packaged. Oh, blimey, it's been packaged really well. Tons of bubble wrap. I might actually reuse it, to be honest. There we go. Very nicely secured, so let's get the old sellotape off. I'm really looking forward to this. I have not got a clue what this is, but he did say that it was, as I've said, it's 2 cans of the same cider. Oh wow, he's even gone to the trouble of not only wrapping both of them, but he's also gone to the trouble of wrapping each one individually as well. Ain't no way these cans were gonna get busted, that's for sure. Right, let's get the old sellotape off and have an old look-see at this. Right, here we go. Wow, okay, this I've never heard of before, but as you can see, it's Golden Valley Cider. I have never heard of this one before, so well, I'm looking forward to reviewing it, but I think I'll let it cool for a couple of hours in the fridge, so I'll get the perfect taste from it. But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and roll the titles for you guys, so see you soon! I am a cider drinker. Alright, it's a few hours later and the Golden Valley Cider is nicely chilled. Got a nice old bit of chill haze to it. Right, so I won't be able to give you as many details of this particular cider, seeing as it was sent to me. However, if we look on the front, as you can see, it says Golden Valley Cider, served chilled. On the bottom it says the alcohol percentage is going to be 5% in volume, so slightly higher typical strength. I think this is going to be an industrially made cider, but it might not be, you never know. Let's see, what does it say? A clean and crisp cider with a distinctive apple aroma. Wow, that is pretty much the most generic message on a can ever. Aha, and underneath it says www.astonmanor.co.uk. It's our favourite guys from Aston Manor again. God, their name gets plastered absolutely everywhere, doesn't it? How many ciders have they actually done? I'd be really intrigued to know that. Obviously, I don't know how much J. Higgins actually paid for this particular can, so I will actually put the price per can up there. See it? It's around there somewhere anyway. So yes, once I actually know what the actual price per can is, it will be right up there. Obviously not going to know if it's going to be sweet or dry until I actually go and taste it. However, it does say cider with sugar and sweeteners. Would I expect anything more? Contains sulfites for freshness, obviously from Aston Manor Brewery. So this is probably going to taste very artificial and sugary sweet, but it might be okay. Admittedly, the can doesn't look too bad. It's kind of got, I don't know, kind of got a Strongbow vibe from it with the colour scheme and everything, but it kind of does its job kind of well, trying to attract you with, again, the apple silhouette and everything, so isn't that nice? So, without any further ado, let's go and get this can of Golden Valley Cider open and get a whiff in the can. Strangely enough, it does actually have a kind of a Strongbow smell to it, with a very slight hint of sugar too, although there is quite a pungent dry aroma as well. Overall, that doesn't actually smell too bad. So, let's get this in the glass now and pour it all over my leg. I swear I haven't actually drunk anything. Dear me, what are you doing? That might be good cider that you've just waited. Excuse me, guys. I just got a... Dear me. Not a good way to start a review, but there we go. Right. Here we go. Golden Valley Cider. Not to be confused with the Gwotkin Golden Valley Scrumpy, obviously. Well, pretty much typical cider colour, typical carbonation. Overall, pretty much a typical looking cider. So, let's get a whiff in the glass. Yeah, you are still getting a very nice dry aroma. I was expecting this to just smell completely artificial and just overloaded with sugars and stuff, but no, that actually isn't too bad. You are getting a very nice, albeit very low dry scent on the nose, so not too bad. But it's all in the taste, isn't it? So thank you very much, J Higgins90, for this Golden Valley cider, and as usual, I've got another can in the fridge as well after this, so here's hoping it's good. Cheers to you, and cheers to everyone else. Bottoms up. Do you know what? That's not too bad, actually. Admittedly, I wasn't expecting much from this cider, considering who it's by, but that's actually not too bad. You are getting very, very nice dry notes on the initial taste. Hardly any sweetness at all, which I'm very surprised about, because I thought it was just going to be overloaded with sugars and sweeteners and all that stuff. Let's just get a second opinion. I mean, admittedly, they are still there. You can taste them as, you know, it's swirling about in your mouth. You can taste, you know, a slight hint of the sugars and the sweeteners. But actually, the main taste of this is quite dry. And yeah, the description actually is kind of true. It's got a very fresh, clean, crisp taste to it as well. The texture is slightly thick. There is a slight bit of, you know, gumminess at the back of the throat, but nowhere near as bad as some of the other industrially made ciders that I've tasted on this show. Overall, this isn't too bad. Not really much in the way of aftertaste, I'll be honest with that, but it has left my mouth nicely dry, but not so much that you need to keep on drinking this. So this is actually turning out to be a very nice cider. Let's get another one. I mean, you can obviously still tell that it is an artificially, industrially made cider. I would have been very surprised if it didn't. It's got a nice slight bit of strength to it as well, whereas some of the other ones, you know, they're just kind of that. They're all watered down, and you know, they don't really have much flavour to them. But apart from the no aftertaste, it really does hold its flavour in the initial taste really, really well. I am pleasantly surprised with Golden Valley. As I said, I wasn't expecting much, and well, looks like it's proved me wrong, that's for sure. So, let's go and get a final taste before the final verdict, shall we? I can't even, if they have added concentrated apple juice, I can't taste it in this can, in this glass. But yeah, just even a slight woodiness to the initial taste as well, which is kind of, it is pretty surprising actually. This can, well, I think that's the word for this cider. It's surprising. You don't expect much from it, considering like the look of the can and the look of the cider, but it's, you know, it's a little bit of a dark horse, this one. If you do happen to find a can of Golden Valley cider anywhere, which unfortunately I never have, so you know, I'll have to be on the lookout now for it. But yeah, I would actually recommend you go out and see if you can get a couple of cans of these, especially, well, considering what the price is as well. But actually, from the taste and everything, I am actually going to go and give Golden Valley cider a 6 out of 10. Nicely surprising. Obviously, not the most amazing tasting cider in the world, and it could have done with a nice little bit more of an aftertaste to it. But you know, the initial taste alone, this is quite a nice cider. So yeah, it kind of gets the thumbs up from me. So well, that was a kind of special episode of the Cider Drinker for you guys. And once again, thank you so much, Mr. J Higgins 90, for these 2 cans of Golden Valley cider. I will definitely be enjoying the second can at some point. So yeah, thank you for that, and well, I hope you continue to enjoy watching my videos. So, until next time, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider, but until then, I'm actually going to go and enjoy this nice old can of Golden Valley cider. Aston Manor. You've outdone yourself on this one actually. Fingers crossed this is a sign of good things to come. Take care guys, until next time.